Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Chaotic Sports Podcast vlog. I am your host, Patrick L. Brown. Just thought I'd tap in for a little bit to give you a little daily vlog. Hope you enjoyed the one that I posted yesterday or was uploaded to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to The Grid on YouTube. You can also follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you may listen to your podcasts. Today, we're going to be talking about the NBA Finals. Start tonight. Games 1 and 2 will be in Denver, Colorado, as the Western Conference champion host of the Denver Nuggets will take on the Eastern Conference champion in the Miami Heat. Now, we're looking at this finals, and it's the two unlikeliest teams who would have thought would have been in the NBA Finals. Denver coming out of the West, Miami coming out of the East. Now, the Denver Nuggets to start out West. They swept my Los Angeles Lakers in a clean sweep, 4-0 in capturing their first Western Conference Finals championship, and this is their first Finals appearance in franchise history. They have been the better team in the Western Conference from start to finish all season long. They were the better team in the Western Conference throughout the playoffs, taking care of the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5. They beat the Phoenix Suns in the semi-conference finals in 6. And ultimately took care of my Los Angeles Lakers in a clean sweep, 4-0. They've had about a week or so rest to get their minds and their bodies right for another 7-game series. As you know, Mike Malone has been undervalued and underappreciated as a head coach. They've built this team from the ground up. It all started when they drafted Nikola Jokic in 2014 during a commercial break, which happened to be a Taco Bell commercial in the second round. A player we didn't know anything about at that particular moment, but he has worked his way up the ladder to being one of the best bigs in basketball, one of the best passers in basketball, and just an all-around great player on the offensive side of the ball. Jamal Murray has been very, very healthy, as you've seen throughout this playoffs. Coming off of an ACL tear, he's been on a scoring tear from start to finish. They're a very, very well-coached team. They've got run about 8-9 guys deep. They're going to be ready to play in this NBA Finals. Will the stage be too big for them? We're going to find out during this series. Moving on to the Eastern Conference champion, Miami Heat, the 8th seed. Denver was the number 1 seed in the West. Miami had to go through a play-in tournament just to get in the playoffs. They lost their first play-in game, won their second. It just feels like the Miami Heat in the first round, they took care of the Bucks in 5 games. Which was little to be desired for the Milwaukee Bucks, considering they were the number 1 seed overall and going out in 5 games. Moving on into the second round, the conference semifinals against longtime Eastern Conference rival, the New York Knicks, which they took care of in 6. It also felt like everyone was saying the New York Knicks were going to, they was talking Eastern Conference Finals and NBA Finals, and it was like, well, that's a bad sign if you hear Knicks fans talk about they fear Jimmy Butler. Yep, Jimmy Butler did that to y'all. Then, here comes the fun part. We get into the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics. They jump out to a 3-0 lead, the Miami Heat, that is. And the Boston Celtics win game 4, 5, and 6. We thought it was the end of the world for the Miami Heat. The corniest line in the whole series from the Boston Celtics. Don't let us win one. Well, they won 3 and couldn't complete the epic comeback from being down 0-3. One thing that I will say about this Miami Heat team is their poise. They didn't flinch after losing 3 straight. They did not flinch. Nothing scares them. Eric Spoelstra is one of the, like Mike Malone to an extent, underappreciated for what he's done with the Miami Heat post Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, which, that feels like right at almost a decade ago. Jimmy Butler has accomplished a lot in his 5 seasons with the Miami Heat since he arrived summer 2019. He led this Heat team to the NBA Finals in 2020 in the bubble and ran out of gas against my Los Angeles Lakers. They've been to the conference finals the last couple of years. Here they are again. The one team everybody doubted and counted out. They're in the NBA Finals for the second time in the last 4 years. Eric Spoelstra's done a hell of a job getting his team ready. A team of unknowns. As my grid teammate and podcast brother, Bryson Carver from the Carving It Up podcast, shout out to him. Go check his show out on the grid as well. He referred to them as Jimmy Butler and the Dark Horses. Yes, Jimmy Butler and the Dark Horses. If you watch an episode, I think it was the episode before Game 6 or Game 5, he referred to them as, Jimmy Butler and the Dark Horses. Just like every band, every group, you've got the lead singer and you got your backup, you got the other members of the band or the group per se. They go as Jimmy goes. Gabe Vincent has been spectacular. Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson. The journeyman, not really a journeyman, but former All-Star Kevin Love has been in the NBA Finals since he was in Cleveland those 4 years. And this is his 5th NBA Finals appearance. This time in a smaller role. The OG, Udonis Haslem, is his last season. He's retiring after this year. He is Heat culture. And what I mean is, he is the definition of what it means to be a part of a well-ran organization like the Miami Heat. The evil genius in Pat Riley constructed this team together. Put it together, I should say. Excuse my words. I'll scramble up here. Mickey Arison, the owner of the team, whatever it takes, taxpayer and all that is out of the reign. Whatever it takes, the luxury tax, he pays it. This is going to be a very, very interesting NBA Finals. An NBA Finals of the unknowns. Miami, the 8th seed, play-in tournament to the Eastern Conference Finals champions. The Western Conference Finals champ in Denver. Will the stage be too big for them? All hands will be on deck for both teams. The matchup favors the Denver Nuggets with Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, KCP, a good 3-and-D guy. Aaron Gordon has been pretty good. Bruce Brown has turned into a more reliable, better role players in the league because he's a pretty good defender and he can knock down the 3. Michael Porter Jr. has been fairly healthy. I expect tonight's game to be a close one. I think Denver having that time off, they're going to be a little rusty in game 1. I believe tonight the Miami Heat steal game 1 in Denver, Colorado. Denver will respond in game 2. In order for this series to make it to 5 or 6, Miami has to take one in Denver starting tonight to give themselves a little bit of airspace, headed back to South Beach on next Tuesday night. Game 1 will be tonight on Thursday, May the 1st, or June the 1st, I should say. And then we'll have game 2 on Sunday night. Do I have a winner for this series? I'm going to go out on a limb. In all honesty. I am going to take the Miami Heat to win this series in 6. The reason why, no one gave them the benefit of the doubt to even make it this far. They're the Cinderella team of the NBA playoffs. Just like you have it in college basketball, the Miami Heat are the Cinderella team in this postseason. Took care of the heavy favorite Bucks, took care of the Knicks, and took care of what was left of the Celtics. The Nuggets, the heavy favorite to win the West, is in the NBA Finals. I believe Jimmy Butler will lead this team to the finish. Gabe Martin, Gabe Vincent, sorry about that. Duncan Robinson will pick up where they left off. And the Miami Heat also get Tyler Hero back for game 3, possibly. That's another scorer that they're going to need. Another guy who can knock down the shots when he's got it going. But I'm sure Coach Spoelstra will ramp him up little by little, playing, see how his wrist feels and whatnot. The Denver Nuggets really haven't faced a whole lot of adversity in the postseason, in this run. Miami has faced adversity. One thing that they didn't do is flinch. The Miami Heat will not flinch against the Denver Nuggets. Yes, it's a tall task. Try to take down Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray will be Jamal Murray. But knowing Eric Spoelstra, the Miami Heat are ready to play. What will work against the Heat is that thin altitude. The conditioning. Playing a 7-game series, they've had a couple days to fly out from Boston to Denver to get their bodies right. So tonight's pretty much going to be, I think Miami takes game 1. I believe they will. It'll be a close game. Jimmy Butler will lead all Heat scorers tonight. Denver will respond in game 2. And we have ourselves a series going back to Miami on next Tuesday night for game 3. In a best of 7 series, I'm taking the Miami Heat in 6. I think it's going to be nip and tuck for game 1. And then we'll see what happens Sunday night for game 2. Before I get up out of here, I want to say a few things to all of those who are watching this vlog. Thank you all for supporting the grid and subscribing to it. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that big red subscribe button on your YouTube channel, and you'll get notifications from when we upload new segments or new episodes, short reels, whichever the case may be, from all of our amazing content creators. We are pushing this network forward, and we've got a great team of guys on this network. Please check out their content, support it. Make sure that you Keep up with us on the social medias as well, at Grid Network on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Also, be sure that you swing over to the Grid webpage and pick up your merch. The merch is flying off the shelves, ladies and gentlemen, so please support the network and support our content creators. We greatly appreciate the merch that you order. And please tell a friend to tell a friend, tell that friend, because you can't say that we didn't tell you ahead of time about the Grid. Dare to be different. Into the Grid. Your new leaders in digital media, sports, and entertainment. Before I leave, I want to leave you with this thought today. Regardless of what you may be going through in your life, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You are loved, valued, and appreciated. Do not let society box you in into thinking to think on their perspectives and their narratives. Be a free thinker, be a free spirit, and most importantly, speak for yourself. Everybody's got an opinion about something. This is true. But always know you matter. Your voice matters. Do not let anyone silence your voice. Do not feel threatened by anything that's going on in our society. With everything that we see and hear, always know fact from fiction. Take it with a grain of salt and do the research for yourself. A lot of misleading things are out there. People want to say what they want to say, but they're afraid to say it. I say this: be true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Don't emulate or copycat anybody that's out there. As someone who is a introvert, I've spent my time trying to avoid being like everybody else. As someone who deals with anxiety and minor depression, I've often found myself in my shell sometimes. But podcasting has become an outlet for me. So please, do all you can to take care of yourself. Be kind to one another. Always know that you are loved, valued, and appreciated. If you woke up this morning, you open your eyes, and your feet hit the floor, that's a good day. That is a very blessed day. Someone did not wake up this morning. Somebody woke up sleeping under a bridge with a cardboard box over them. Don't take the little things for granted. If you got a house, you got a roof over your head, food in your pantry, and clothes on your back, you are blessed. A lot of people put emphasis on material things, and most of the things people wish they had, we take for granted. As long as you can see, hear, smell, and taste, and feel, it's a very good day. And I pray that you're in a right space mentally as well. If you are not, please seek help. As I said yesterday, it's okay to not be okay. It's cool to go to therapy. That doesn't make you that much less of an individual. If you are often, you're in a circle with a group of individuals who don't have your best interest. You need to evaluate each of those individuals. It starts with looking at the man in the mirror and make that change, as the late, great Michael Jackson once sung. You also have to look at your short-term goals and prepare yourself for your long-term goals. A lot of things are going on in our world, between racial tension, the political realms, and it's going to get dicey here for long. There's be a lot of pushed agendas, and it's going to get crazy. Just always make sure, if you need to decompress from your social media outlets, take time to go outside. Deactivate your social medias. Eliminate your devices to an extent and enjoy being outside. Make sure you drink plenty of water. This is Patrick L. Brown signing off for the day. Please continue to stay safe, drink plenty of fluids, and eliminate the sugary beverages as much as possible. Until the next vlog, y'all have a safe day. Continue to spread love and be kind to one another. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow us on IG and all the social media platforms. You can also follow me as well. The social plugs are on the ticker that's running across your screen. Without further ado, have a most wonderful day. I catch y'all with the next vlog. God bless. I love y'all. Peace out.